All right, thank you for engaging in your warm up for today. Long story short of what you should have figured out is that organisms need energy to survive, right? They get that from these things called energy storage molecules. You've heard that before. It's a molecule that organisms can use to release the energy that they need to survive. And just a reminder, when I say molecule, I'm talking about more than one atom joined together. So that's something that's kind of a review from our last unit on chemical reactions. So you're going to be doing a lot of updates to your science notebook today. That will go on page 8. And then I'm going to give you one key concept right up front to go ahead and add into page 9 in your science notebook. Go ahead and title page 9, chapter 2, key concepts. The first key concept that we've just learned is that organisms need to release energy from those energy storage molecules in order to reproduce. I have these slides in your Google Forms so that you can go back and add those into your science notebook. So the energy storage molecules we're talking about are things like carbohydrates gives us starch, they give us glucose, they give all sorts of things like sugars, and comes from vegetables and fruits there that you're seeing. Sorry, I'm a little tired this morning. And then you also have things like fats and lipids that you get from oils, that all of this stuff that we would not survive if we didn't eat our food because we need those energy storage molecules. What we're going to do today, since we're virtual, we're going to do a virtual experiment. I will show you a video of this experiment, but I'm going to describe it to you right now. Is that we're going to use things, simple things like yeast and sugar. Those are household items. If you're at home, you could actually probably conduct this experiment as long as you have just some clear plastic cups that you preferably don't care about and throw away, or clear ones that you don't mind washing out. Your first thing you're going to do would be placing the following amounts of sugar in those cups. Cup A will have no sugar in it. Cup B will just have like a little pinch of sugar. Cup C will have a teaspoon of sugar. Then place 1 tablespoon of yeast into each cup. You can get yeast at like probably any grocery store. Like a little packet is usually $1. So this is a really cheap experiment if you wanted to do this at a later time. Again, I'm going to show you a virtual video of this experiment of a colleague of mine that had done it. And then I'm going to ask you to make predictions about what will happen if we were to set this experiment up. So anyway, back to step 3 here. Add 40 milliliters of warm water to each cup and use a wooden stir stick to combine the mixture until it's completely wet. Then set the experiment aside to observe later. And I would say later being like maybe 10, 20 minutes. So those are your directions for this experiment setup. You do not need to do this at home. You can if you want, but I don't want to take too much time in your science block today. I want to make sure you get through the lesson. So I'm going to show you what happens after I've set this up, but I want you to make predictions in the next section. Go ahead, you can do it.